PS5 owners will be happy to learn that Ninja Theory's visually stunning and narratively harrowing Senua franchise is making its way to Sony's powerhouse this August. Senua Saga Hellblade II is the second installment in a franchise that takes a very nuanced approach to its depictions of trauma and mental illness, packaged within an action-adventure that has kept many players on their toes since it launched in 2024 for the Xbox Series X and S and PCs. The PS5 version is slated to bring a host of improvements to the table, switching things up by bringing what Ninja Theory is rightly calling an enhanced edition of the game to the console. Senua's adventures since the original game's release have become something of a legend, while the sequel's excellent art direction and cinematic presentation have elevated the experience that Ninja Theory offers its players, making Senua Saga a game in which the shores of Iceland are the stage for a story of redemption, revenge, and acceptance of one's own limitations in very desperate situations. It's the perfect option for players looking for novel experiences, and is one that has already achieved critical and commercial acclaim on other platforms. It's time now to take a look at what the PS5 version is set to offer, and dive into what makes this one a tale for the ages. Number 15. Multiple editions to choose from. With pre-orders already available at the time of writing, there are currently two versions of the game to choose from. The standard edition is priced at $49.99 and comes with the PS5 enhanced version of Senua Saga Hellblade II. While it does include all of the new additions that Ninja Theory is bringing to the table, newcomers to the franchise might want to make the most of what the deluxe edition offers. That's because it justifies its $69.99 price tag by including a PS5 enhanced copy of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, the adventure that started it all, and one that is well worth experiencing alongside its sequel. It also comes with the original game's excellent soundtrack for those of you who are interested. While the sequel does include a recap of events in the first game, playing the two titles together is a great way to experience it in its entirety, with some current-gen goodness thrown into the mix. Number 14. A free upgrade for Senua's Sacrifice PS4 owners. If you were quick enough to bag a copy of Senua's Sacrifice back in August 2017 for the PS4 during its limited release on the last-gen console, there's good news for you. You could very well save some cash and pick up the sequel's standard edition, since you get a free PS5 upgrade for your copy of the first game. However, it's worth mentioning that for those of you who do not own the PS4 version of Senua's Sacrifice, the deluxe edition of Senua Saga is the only way you can get to own both games at once. Number 13. Senua's story continues. Senua's story from the first game continues almost immediately after its conclusion in Senua Saga, with the embattled heroine taking the fight to the Northmen who continue to attack her people. Although her plan to infiltrate their ranks is soon thrown into chaos, her determination to see things through with only the voices in her head for company as she explores Iceland is both poignant and riveting. Expect a lot of twists and turns, along with some excellent world building and lore drops that further flesh out her character and those whom she encounters along the way. Number 12. An all-new performance mode. The game's action as well as the adventure are sure to benefit from an all-new performance mode that allows you to experience it at a smooth 60 FPS frame rate, an omission from the original release build that left quite a few players dissatisfied. While the game's stunning graphics did a good job of alleviating those annoyances, this new and improved version is said to be the definitive way to experience Senua's latest tangle with fate. You could always choose its normal/quality mode to make the most of its incredible visuals if that's more to your liking. Number 11. PS5 Pro Enhancements. PS5 Pro owners will be thrilled to know that the game is PS5 Pro enhanced, although Ninja Theory hasn't been too forthcoming with the details of what those enhancements would actually entail. However, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to expect a balance mode that allows the enhanced visuals of the new version to run at an improved frame rate at the very least. Either way, those enhancements are sure to work well with the next entry on our list, whatever they are. Number 10. An immersive cinematic experience. The graphical overhaul that Senua Saga is bringing to the table will be an excellent addition to what was already a very immersive, visually splendid title. There's a reason that Senua Saga was featured on our list of the best next-gen graphics out there, with its opening sequence making it quite evident that this is a game that pushes the boundary of what modern gaming hardware can achieve in terms of presentation. Ninja Theory's cinematic experience is sure to be even better with improved frame rates and graphical enhancements, and is probably going to be a reason for many players starting up a new playthrough next month. Number 9. Developer commentary. For players who like a little peek behind the curtain on their favorite games, Senua Saga is adding more than 4 hours of developer commentary to the game. It's a great way to know more about Ninja Theory and how they managed to pull off one of the best experiences in modern gaming, offering up a window into the studio's creative choices and impactful decisions during its development. We're certainly going to check it out and try and guess which of those lessons the studio could potentially bring to its future titles. Number 8. A more fluid combat system. Speaking of impactful decisions, Ninja Theory has given the combat system from Senua's Sacrifice a solid overhaul, creating a more focused, fluid gameplay loop this time around. Senua's foes tend to favor a one-on-one approach, and the Furies once again return as voices in her head, guiding your actions in the field, while the camera now gets in close and personal just like her enemies. The ability to slow down time, which you acquire around halfway through the previous title, is at your disposal almost from the get-go here, and requires you to be pragmatic in its use considering the utility it brings to the game's combat loop in its latest outing. Number 7. DualSense haptic feedback. In another improvement to the overall experience, Senua Saga is all set to make good use of the DualSense 5's advanced haptics. That's sure to be a great addition to the experience, considering the many opportunities that Ninja Theory has at its disposal as far as bringing your controller to life in your hands is concerned. We're guessing that every swing of your blade, every block, every parry, and every surface you travel across could come with a distinct feel, improving the immersion on a title that is already quite strong on that front. Number 6. The Dark Rot mode from Senua's Sacrifice returns. For those of you that enjoyed the punishing Dark Rot mode from Senua's Sacrifice, it is making its way to this release. It adds a sort of curse to Senua, making her adventure all the more dangerous, since it grows each time you are downed in battle and can bring her adventure to a premature end once it goes far enough. This means that you have to take the game's new combat loop all the more seriously, mastering your moves while being as vigilant as you can against enemy attacks, lest you're sent packing right back to the beginning of your adventure. Number 5. A dynamic weather system. Restarting your adventure after the Dark Rot might not be too bad though. The PS5's enhanced version of Senua's Saga is sure to make an excellent weather system from the base game even better. That's definitely great news, considering how the night's inky blacks form an atmosphere so oppressive that it becomes a crucial part of the experience here, while rolling plains and desolate villages make Senua's trek through this new world all the more visually enthralling. Number 4. Photo mode. The dynamic weather and Ninja Theory's well-designed world in Senua Saga could be a great opportunity to stop and take in the sights, and perhaps even document some of your best moments with a new and improved photo mode making its way to the game's latest avatar. A new and improved toolset is primed to ensure that each shot carries its weight, while the addition of a new motion tab is sure to make grabbing clips of your best battles seamless and intuitive. We honestly can't wait to get snapping. Number 3. Bring your best headphones along. Now, if you didn't already know, both Senua titles come with a very impressive audio design that forms a key part of the gameplay loop they offer. The PS5 version of the game is no exception, and you will want to use your best set of headphones in order to make the most of the Furies' guidance as you explore the world or take on new enemies. That's because dodging and parrying attacks is based off of their voices in Senua's head, which you hear as part of a well-implemented audio system that makes the most of a good spatial audio setup. It's quite impressive and immersive, and a fascinating way to bring Senua's mental state right into the game's DNA. Number 2. A suite of accessibility options. It's clear that Ninja Theory wants to make its painstakingly crafted masterpiece playable to as wide an audience as possible. So, to that end, Senua's Saga comes with a wide range of accessibility options, allowing you to tweak the experience to your liking. From 4 difficulty modes to other tweaks that allow you to set button mash inputs to hold and even automate offensive and defensive actions for those who want to just sit back and let the experience unfold in front of them, there's a lot to unpack in the game's menus and is well worth checking out before you get started. Number 1. A grueling adventure. For those of you wondering how long it takes to complete the game's story, Senua's Saga could be wrapped up in about 7 hours if you ignore its side content like collectibles for the most part. However, considering how well integrated that content is, you could look at anything between 10 to 12 hours of total playtime based on your chosen difficulty settings and the time it takes you to figure out some of its more complex puzzles. It's the perfect game to take on during a slow weekend and power through once you come to grips with its mechanics. And that's everything you need to know about this action-adventure title that blends style and substance into an innovative package. Are you going to be picking up a copy for your PS5? Let us know in the comments below. So, what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.